Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you are new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, that leave commentaries, and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's dive into today's video. So lovelies, I come across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I just thought to share with you guys where this white people is actually coming for themselves, trying to justify the fact that they are actually not racist, and black people should actually stop expecting white people to be racist, in which they are not. Guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as some of those stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section and let's dive into it.
And I certainly don't think that black people should just expect racism because white people are going to stop being that way. There's plenty of people that are still going to be that way. But just because I'm white or we're white doesn't mean that we are.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. That's literally what that means. Look, my fellow rice cakes, I'm going to say something out loud that you would probably prefer I kept to myself, but we are terrible at self-examination because we are obsessed with being perceived as good. We are good people with good intentions who do good things, and we know that racism is bad, so we're offended by the mere insinuation that we could be capable of dehumanizing anybody. And that line of thinking right there is why we continue to take L's left and right, because you can't confront a problem if you don't acknowledge the problem exists. Listen, you are not evil and bad because you were born white, and no reasonable person is saying that you are. What we're saying is that it is a problem if you don't acknowledge what it means to have been born white in a racist society. It is a problem if you're not willing to examine the privileges, I know we all hate that word, but the privileges, the benefits, and the means of insulation we inherit by virtue of being born white. And it's not that we can't experience other disadvantages, including some that we may share with Black, Indigenous, and other people of color. We can be discriminated against on the basis of our sexuality, our gender, our physical abilities, our economic status. There are plenty of reasons why a given white person might grow up in a shitty situation. But the color of our skin has never, ever, ever, ever been one of those problems. And if you can't say that out loud, then you're being racist. White folks, we have to disabuse ourselves of this notion that to be racist is to walk around throwing out the N-word left and right. That's not what that means. Racism sleeps. Racism waits. Racism is little things that you don't even know that you're doing until somebody tells you about it after the fact. If you could always see racism from space, then we, and by we I mean white people and only white people, wouldn't have been so shocked over the last few years to discover that so many of our loved ones are big old racist bags of shit. Because one, racism is subtle, it sneaks up on you, it manifests in tiny ways, and two, we never had to interrogate those behaviors because we were insulated by racism. Listen, bigotries of all kinds often manifest unconsciously, by accident, and the only way we can catch it, the only way we can be vigilant, is to rely on other people to let us know and then to build our experience around that knowledge. If you can just get comfortable with the fact that prejudice is an inherent part of the human experience, then getting feedback about it will involve a lot fewer tears and heartbreak. In conclusion, my fellow Snowmericans, to be good is to accept your limitations and be okay with being wrong.
So you've got a few bad apples in the bunch.
This video is a perfect example of why the moralization of actions is actually really harmful for anti-racism work. A lot of white people struggle with this idea when they first get started in their anti-racism journey is because we live in a society that moralizes our actions or our deeds. So you have good deeds that you do that make you a good person, and you do bad deeds and that makes you a bad person. But that's not really how the world works. And we use phrases like impact over intention, but that doesn't mean that we completely throw out the intention behind things. We have to start separating this idea that who we are is intrinsically tied to the small actions that we perform every day. We live in a racist society, so people are going to do racist things that they may not mean to, but we can't ever see those things, or we can't address address them if you refuse to believe that you could do it because you're a good person. This video thoroughly explains my analogy on the differences between an alcoholic recognizing their problems and somebody else denying their problems. Can't fix a problem by sweeping it under the rug. It just doesn't happen. You're eventually gonna trip over it. She highlighted it in there that racism is systemic, prejudices are individual concepts. So when I say all white people are racist, I'm not saying you're an evil person. The author Robin DiAngelo says that the binary of good and bad has nothing to do with racism whatsoever.
Because I'm white or we're white doesn't mean that we are. And it doesn't mean that most of us are.
Oh no, just because I'm black doesn't mean you have to cross the street and clutch your pearls. Bitch, I'm not gonna rob you. Oh no, just because I'm black doesn't mean I'm gonna eat hot Cheetos and yell at 7 a.m. in the morning. Don't judge me. Oh no, just because I'm black and I'm a mother doesn't mean I'm gonna be on welfare. Don't call me a welfare queen. Oh no. Oh no, just because I'm black doesn't mean my name is Shanae or Shaniqua or Shakawana. Sorry, even those are good names, but bitch, don't quote me. Even though you can pronounce charcuterie board, but not my ethnic name. Oh God, no, just because I'm black doesn't mean I'm aggressive. Oh, that's only some of us. It's a few bad apples in the bunch, but don't deem all of us as that, even though you might shoot us down, but you'll only discover that we weren't aggressive after you kill us and our families are weeping and crying, and then you'll say we're aggressive and we're mean and we had a weapon, but we really didn't. You were just kind of offended by the fact that we didn't recognize your authority because you're going to kill us anyway, but who really cares about that part, right? Your son bullied my son, but my son brushed it off and went and got a bag, and your son became a school shooter. But hey, it is what it is, right? We'll just raise another school and pretend it never happened.
So lovelies, oftentimes a lot of, pan-colored people is in the impression that a lot of black people was like, oh my God, you guys are real and cis and all of that. They come out to defend this fact that not all white people are racist, that, black people is fond of talking about how all white people are racist, and she's just like that all white people cannot be racist and all of that. All white people cannot be racist, that we should just stop projecting that if you see someone that is nice, someone that is not, that have not done anything wrong, that we shouldn't, project that this person is actually racist and all of that. But the thing is that we are actually a racist, society. We are in the, in a country where racism is being built upon. We're saying that all, white people are racist doesn't mean that a lot of white people, will just come being all racist and all of that. No. What, people like me actually meant is that we have been built in a country where there is a lot of privilege, there is a lot of discrimination, there is a lot of things that somebody like you as a pan-colored person can do and get away with it. This particular thing, when someone of the darker complexion does that, this person will actually not get away with it. This is the society that we are in. This is the society that was built and it has been in existence. Like, there's something about trying to identify that, okay, because of the way the system is, I think that I am in the stage in life where, things can go well for me, like things can go on my way because of maybe where I'm coming from, or because I am being born to be a pan-colored person. Definitely things might be very easier for you compared to someone that is actually a black person. And another thing is that most of these pan-colored people that often talk about how, oh my God, I am not racist, after all I am some of them will just even go ahead to be in an interracial relationship to actually prove you that they are not racist. Some of them come with ideology that, okay, I have black friends and all of that, so why would you say that I'm racist? But there is this social experiment that I saw one time on my For You page on TikTok. There are actually two best friends. Then the other one is actually a pan-colored person, while the other one is a black person. So they decided to do this social experiment by going into a shopping mall and all of that. So when they get there, the pan-colored person decided to take something from the shopping mall. Why did the black person took nothing? So on their way going out, the security man decided to start embarrassing the pan-colored person. The black person, leaving the pan-colored person to leave the shopping mall. They were, and the fact that it was actually a pan-colored person, a black person that stole something from that shopping mall. Meanwhile, the person that actually took something from that shopping mall was actually the pan-colored person, which is the white person. And this is just a social experiment. So what does this tell you? Do you know this guy have to come back and like, oh my god, you have to leave my friend alone. We are just here to do some kind of research, because it has been an argument. Like a lot of people like, oh my god, you guys are just projecting something that is not in existence. Like black people, we talk too much, we try to like make everything all about race. It's not we, it's just the society, the way the society has made everything all about race. There is something that you will do today as a pan-color person that you get away with it, where somebody of a darker complexion does that. This person will never get away with it. I posted a video here which I keep on using as an emphasis or as an example, where this black dude was actually embarrassed for a mistaken identity. He was already handcuffed. He's not judged yet. He's not even the person, but he's already handcuffed before they now found out that okay, he's actually the person we are looking for, blah blah blah. And when they saw that the girlfriend was actually using phone to cover whatever they were trying to do to this guy, then they have to just leave him without doing nothing, with no crime, with nothing. They didn't find nothing on him. He's already handcuffed. And in the other hand, because I compared this video, this pan-color person actually committed a crime, but he was just all running around with the person, after which he have to leave this pan-color person, and he ran away. Just imagine it was actually a black person that did the same thing and ran away. What do you think would have happened? So we're talking about, okay, all white people are racist and all. Doesn't mean that, oh my god, you guys are. It's just the way the system is, and the more your people accept it and try to like look for a way forward, the better. Like there's no point trying to, oh my god, black people, you people are just too much, you people are just trying to like, no, it's not that way. It's just the way the system has projected, and this is just the truth. The thing is that you people, this also has to do with when we talk about reparations. Most people want to like, oh my goodness, why would I pay for something my ancestors did in the past? I was never there when this people did that. You were never there, but you're still a beneficiary to what really happened. You're still a beneficiary to that. This is just the same thing. Nobody's saying that, oh my god, every single one of you are just like, it's just a simple logic. It's just something that we see every day. It's just something that we experience every day. Anyways, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that, and I will see you lovelies.
And if you have watched up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that this channel, we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe, and leave your thoughts, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.